Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. The DLC has been released. It is the 25th. Right now, today, Last Divinity. I bought it. I installed it. I'm ready to play it. I'm excited to be coming back to Monster Train. Previously, I had completed all of the challenges, all of the Covenant 25 victories. I actually didn't get all the card unlocks, but I was only missing like 4 garbage cards that have been changed in this patch, and hopefully they're a little bit better. But I'm looking forward to playing some more Monster Train. Why is there no like main menu music? It is very strange. It's just like wind. Let's just start the challenge, the run, and then we'll get some music. Beautiful. Apologies. We've won Covenant 25 with all of the clan combinations, but there's the new Wormkin clan that we need to play around with. The Wormkin. Resurrect the reclusive Wormkin. These keepers of Titan lore and history bring the power they've stored over millennia of dedicated study and isolation. He's a very, like, bright worm boy here. I mean, he's very colorful. And we can unlock the Exile Champion at level 5. So if we do a few runs of this, we should be able to unlock the Exile Champion. I forgot what they are. I played them... I think I played as the Exile Champion. I forgot what they do, though. Back when... I forgot who makes this game? Robot Entertainment or something. Back when they were doing their temporary look at the DLC to kind of do a test, I participated in their test and played it for a little bit, and those videos went up to YouTube and everything. But now that I'm coming back to it months later, I kind of forgot how everything works. I took a glance at the DLC patch notes today, and a couple of things to note. They actually changed the Covenant rank 10. I'll just like go down to 10 here so you can read it more easily. They changed Covenant rank 10. Previously, your top unit, your top floor would stun your units for a turn. Now they actually apply Ember Drain per unit, or to the first unit played on the top floor each turn if you play a unit on the top floor. It's very interesting. You don't get stunned, but now it costs you essentially 1 energy next turn to use your top floor. Very interesting. They also changed Covenant rank 20, -1 capacity on the middle floor. Before, the lower capacity would be a random floor. Now it's specifically the middle floor. So now every floor has a unique challenge. The top floor costs extra energy to play on it, the middle floor has lower capacity, and the bottom floor is more likely to have enemies on it because they always enter at the bottom floor. So it'll be a little interesting to play around with that and see how those new mechanics kind of play together. We're going to be playing the Wormkin. I think I'm not going to start at Covenant rank 25 though. Maybe we'll start at Covenant rank, I don't know, 20. Maybe we'll start at Covenant rank 1 and we'll like increase our ranks, because we're going to be playing this for a long time, I assume. But if we do that, we can have access to the weird gemeralds. We can play around with the clan, explore a little bit, learn a little bit about the new cards and the new mechanics for the Wormkin. Why don't we just play a run? Random allied clan, Wormkin clan. And for people who didn't play any of the DLC stuff, I'll talk about the new little diamond, white and black currency option there as we progress, because I remember a bit about it. But let's depart. I'll try to go through all the new content, assuming that you have not actually looked at the DLC before now, because it only came out now. You know, maybe you didn't play it when they did their sort of alpha test months ago because they, because you just don't want to be ruined on it. That's fine. We have a list at the top of all of our boss battles coming up. It's very nice to see what your fights are going to be. You don't have to pay attention to what the icons are anymore. We have Daedalus with Explosive Sigil. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. Fell with the Scourge version. Seraph the Chaste, remove half of buff and debuff stacks. Annoying. We also get some bonus cards. We are Awoken to Exile, so we should have... Is it the attack buff card? Root Seeds. Infused, apply 2 attack, draw 1 next turn, and Spine Chief. I forgot that Infused was a mechanic on all of your starting cards. Well, let's talk about that in a minute. Shelter. Consume. Apply armor 2 per charged echoes to friendly units. Broken Memories. Consume. Return a consumed spell to the top of your draw pile. I remember now. The Wormkin clan kind of deals with consuming cards, bringing consumed cards back, and also this charged echo currency, which only exists when you're actually, playing the game in the train. It's like a capacity that you can get on floors, or like a mana that you can get on floors, I suppose is a better way of thinking about it. They also start, I forgot about the Wormtooth as well. Not the exile, but the starting relic for the clan. Starter cards are infused. 1 card each draft is infused. Infused gives you the currency that you can use for charged echo stuff. I guess we'll play around with that as we progress here. Take on packed shards in exchange for rewards. The more you have, the more powerful your enemies will grow. If you defeat Seraph with 100 or more, you will unlock the true final battle. Right. So packed shards give you a benefit, and you gain packed shards. Packed shards are essentially like a curse. You can think about it from like a curse from Enter the Gungeon, or any sort of mounting curse on you. As you get more and more of these, the enemies actually get harder as you progress through the game. So we can get an artifact for 15 of them. Sure. Why not? Let's just see what we get for free. We can also skip it for 25 gold. When played, your champion gains plus 50% attack. That actually seems kind of nice. Just make your champion stronger. Man, that would be really good with the Penumbra Trample champion, because he gets ridiculously strong. That would be great. Abe's Monster Train brain is booting up, lol. It's exactly what's happening. I have not played this game for so long. I'm gonna have to get back into the spirit of things. Trader's Quill. When a card with Consume is played, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. We're gonna find a lot of Consume cards in our run here, because the Wormkin clan has a lot of Consume cards. So this could be a good one to get. Or we could root enemies on the top floor. I'm gonna go with the Consume card, because I don't know what our champion is gonna be. I completely forgot about that. Let's check out our champion. We should have done this first anyways. Spine Chief. Friendly units have plus 5 attack per charged echo on the floor, only on that floor. And Inspire. Triggers when you gain charged echoes on the floor once per charged echo. Apply Reap 2 to enemy units. Reap. Units take 1 damage per stack of charged echoes after combat ends, does not decrease. Right. So Reap is something that you can get on these units, the Wormkin units. Basically, Reap it's like Frostbite, but it only applies once at the end of combat. It's not per turn of combat. So if you have like Frostbite 10, the enemy would take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 damage. And on Relentless, when you're fighting the boss, that actually can stack up quite heavily. Reap does not really stack up on bosses all that well, I don't think. But, you can still do a lot of damage to enemies, because they take more damage for each stack of Reap and for more charged echoes. So you have 2 ways of increasing the damage that you can do to enemies. And then we also get friendly units just have more attack. So do we want passive damage or active damage? Let's think about this for a minute. Also, let me say hello to Wall of Puppies. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. I saw you playing some, what was it, Pokemon the other day? I've never played a Pokemon game. Maybe one of these days. Let's try the Reap build, because I don't think it's that good, but maybe it could actually be like really good. We'll try the Decayer. And then we will also take Daze when they enter the floor below the pyre, or when an egg unit is summoned, remove shell 3 and apply armor 30. Eggs are actually really fun to play around with. I might want to take Hardened Hull, because I think eggs are a lot of fun in this game. And let's go and fight the first. Oh my god, I punched my microphone and we're 10 minutes into the video here and we haven't even done anything. Threat level medium. The threat level increases for each packed shard you have. This will increase the damage of enemies, and it can also make your boss harder as well. Chains of the Sided could be a more difficult fight. But we'll turn on spikes, gain 75 gold, do the challenge, fight the enemies here, and try to get back into the spirit of Monster Train, because it's been a long time since I played. Build up charge echoes to empower wormkin units and spells. Play infused cards to add charge echoes. If you exceed capacity, your capacity decreases at the end of turn to that capacity. So what do we want to do early? I think early what we want to do is... This is a 3 capacity unit. He's a big unit. We also drew both restoration detonations, which is not ideal. He's a pretty big unit. Inspire, apply Reap 2 to enemy units, which means that we can reap these units down here. Let's do that. So now they're taking damage at the end of turn. How much damage are they taking? They have Reap 2, and we have 1 charged echoes. 2 times 1 equals 2. They're taking 2 damage each. So this guy is gonna live, unfortunately, but not much we can do about that. Shelter can gain armor. I think I'm just gonna, oh, it's a consume card, so it killed him. That's like the best thing ever. Hell yeah, end turn. No reason to do anything else. Okay, there's a gold goblin, but a trained steward can just go kill them. So we'll put them up there. Now you're dead. Fracture, infused, apply Reap 2. This is what I'm talking about with the enemies being harder. This enemy, because we have packed shards, he's actually stronger than he is. Normally he's like a 4 damage dealing 1 HP unit. Now he has 16 damage and 5 health. It's insane. And we're taking a lot of damage, but hopefully the trained steward can block some shots for us. Let's apply Reap. Okay, that killed him because he has 4 Reap and we have 2 echoes, so he's taking 8 damage. Return a consume spell to the top of your draw pile. This will be a card that gives us armor, and it'll kill the frontline unit. Yep. Okay, that seems like it's okay. End turn. It's pretty confusing, but hopefully we'll get there. Put googly eyes on? Hell no. At least not, I'll do it later. Consume, apply armor. I would like to apply armor. I'd like to get more infusion happening here though too. Maybe it's probably better to get armor. So let's put out a trained steward. We'll gain some armor. The boss, did they get stronger? Shard enhanced. Yes, they got stronger. They're 5 damage, 140 HP unit, 53 damage dealing, infuse, apply Reap 2. So this is what I don't like about Reap. If we apply Reap to the guy in the back, he'll only die at the end of combat. He's not gonna die like after he attacks once. It's not Frostbite. He will only take the Reap damage when the boss moves up out of this floor, because that's the end of combat. So it's not really worth, I mean, it could be worth, reaping him just to make sure that he dies, but it's not like super important to do, which is highly unfortunate. In fact, it might just be worth more to just reap the actual boss, just to make sure that they die. But we got him. We are dying as well, but the Reap damage should kill them. He's taking 24 damage, he's taking 16 damage, and remember, at the end of combat, not at the end of turn. So he's still alive, he's still alive, he's still alive. Then they take the Reap damage. Bum, bum, bum. Well, the Puppies asks, how long would you say this game takes to learn initially? Not that long. The game does, Monster Train has a pretty good tutorial. It's a lot of fun to play as well, and you can easily kind of get addicted to it, so it's not that hard to pick up and learn. If you are interested, you should definitely check it out. I cannot recommend this game enough. Okay, we have some new cards. Consume to apply infused cards in hand. I believe this can also apply infused to unit cards. Shelter, we could gain even more armor. And a proclamation, attuned extract 2. Extract costs echoes to play, and this one can deal damage outright. And attuned gives it magic power bonuses. So it's an interesting card here. Shelter could kind of go into like an armor synergy, but applying infused to cards in hand could be nice so that we can actually keep the, well, A, it consumes, and B, it can kind of keep the infusion happening with the Reap. So let's take a Bounding Echoes here. Vine Grasp, Restoration Detonation, Wildwood Custodian. I kind of like an infused Restoration Detonation. Although, because there's a unit, we can also maybe think about unit essences, draw +1 each turn. That's gonna be important once we actually get better units, but you can now merge units together. It's kind of a funky thing, but we'll talk about that when it actually happens, I think. I think we could go with like a Restoration Detonation. It's a good heal, and it being infused is kind of nice. Divine Temple. Accept shards in exchange for upgrading spells or combining units. It can actually result in some extremely powerful abilities, which is fun. We're gonna go for a unit. We're gonna take Bog Chrysalis. It is an egg. Remove shell 3 and apply armor 30. On hatch, summon 2 Bogfly units that have +5 attack per charged echo and 5 health. Not amazing, but it's okay. Or we could take a Glareminder, a rare unit that has sweep and etch. Apply Reap 2 to enemy units. Okay, so that could kind of be like a Reap synergy with our champion potentially. And then we also have unit essences. On summon, summon 2 Bogfly units, +5 and etch, Reap 2 to enemy units. Hit by the attack, I assume. Let's take a Glareminder. I mean, it's the best unit in the selection pick. Large Stone, Battlestone, Heartstone. Oh, I forgot everything is cheap because, you know, we're on Ascension 1, essentially. Large Stone seems like a pretty good pickup, though. We could make this a 20-60 sweep unit. You know? That seems pretty good. Maybe we can make him quick as well. And I think we should probably upgrade a Train Steward just because we have the cash for it. So we'll make a beefy, tanky Train Steward. Maybe try to like purge a Train Steward as well because we have the cash. And then we'll take a look at this Divine Temple here. Abe gets the egg artifact, doesn't take the egg unit. Well, I didn't take the egg unit because I wanted the better unit, and also the egg unit kind of sucked. There's better egg units, and eggs can be extremely powerful. I've had a good run with them before, but I think it was the champion that gave me eggs, which would have synergized very nicely with this. But we'll take a look at Divine Temple. Engage Pact. Sacrifice a unit to infuse its essence into another unit. How this works is you can choose a unit to sacrifice, like the Train Steward, and we can put it into another unit. So if we put this into Glareminder, the Glareminder would get +5, +15. If we put Glareminder into another unit, the other unit would get +5 and etch. Apply Reap 2 to enemy units. Oh, etch! It's not on attack. It triggers when a card is consumed on the floor to apply Reap 2 to enemy units. Oh, interesting. But we don't need to do that. And you can also upgrade your spells with interesting abilities. Purge Stone allows you to literally purge a spell from your deck, which is kind of interesting if we don't want one of these. Excuse me, we can just make it purge. It's gone forever. Twin Stone is also kind of interesting. Upgrade a spell to gain Spell Chain. Spell Chain, when played, a copy of this card will be added to your hand that costs 1 more. So if you have like really cheap spells that you want to play, you can upgrade that spell to have a chain on it so that you can play it multiple times. Maybe you want expensive cards, maybe you want cheap cards. Maybe you have the Anvil that makes other cards cheap so you can play Spell Chain for 1, the Spell Chain for 2, then it makes your cards that cost 1 free, and then you can play those spells. There's some very cool things you can do with Twin Stone here. What would I put this on? You know what? What about Broken Memories? Consume. Return a consume spell to the top of your draw pile. We could play this twice on 1 turn for 1 energy, and then get 2 consume cards back next turn. Right? Or what about Shelter, you know? Consume and spell chain it. The next one will cost 2, but then that one would also apply armor 2 to friendly units. Maybe we want to make like the Restoration Detonation, have spell chain. We can heal a lot for cheap, and then, you know, have another one added to our hand / the draw pile or something. We do also have, you know, Etch on consume, apply reap to enemy units. Maybe we can get like some sort of a synergy there. I think this could be interesting. Let's take Broken Memories. We'll spell chain it. And we'll leave it at that because I think everything else is trash right now, but we'll do the next combat. But yeah, there's some interesting things we can get going there. Yeah, they upgraded the sprite on this guy. His shield is now got the symbol on it. Relentless Spiker unit, which is really annoying. The Reconciler, the Forged Disciple. Armor 10 I will turn on. Threat level high, which means that there's a good chance of getting shard enhanced enemy units. And those enemy units, they're quite tough. You saw that one enemy unit like quadrupled his damage output when he was shard enhanced. This guy went from a 1-5 to a 3-10, which is not that bad. Wait, he has sap now? I guess that was his buff. I guess other units get different buffs depending on what they are. He has sap. That's a very interesting ability. We should probably like reap him, but really I think we just want to have this guy at the bottom. Don't we? Yeah, because he can kill everything in like one shot. Although we're gonna get sapped, so they actually will not die. Except we can play a card with Consume in order to kill them with the Reap, especially if we play Root Seeds. Okay, so Glare Miner is gonna go out here. Spine Chief is gonna go here. Then we're going to Infuse to do more damage. Then we're going to Shelter, Consume to apply armor 2, do damage to the front enemy unit, and apply Reap 2 to all units. It still didn't kill him though, it almost killed him. He's only taking 2 damage. He'll take more later, I hope. The sap was kind of annoying though, it cost us a little bit there. This one's dying, but this one isn't buffed, and you can see now he's not applying sap. Anyways, Fracture, apply Reap 2. Bound Echoes, Consume, apply Infuse to cards in hand. We should play that immediately, and we should play it on the floor with Etch, because then you get a bonus from playing a Consume card. Okay, now even the Sinner's Burden is infused, which is nice. The Train Steward is also infused. We could use him as like a tank. Shelter is also infused, and Consume. So we probably want to play it down here. So Train Steward. Then I think I don't want you to get away though. That'll kill you. You know what? I don't want you to get away either. I'm gonna kill you. I killed them all. I could have like comboed the Consume and Infusion a little bit more, but oh well. 2 available, return a Consume spell to the top card of your draw pile. So if I want, I could bring both of these back. I think that's actually very good. Apply Infuse to cards in hand. It's a Consume card. Shelter will come back to give us more armor. This actually seems like a good combination. So we're gonna play Broken Memories. Oh, we can choose the card. We'll bring back Bounding Echoes. Then we have Broken Memories with Spell Chain in our hand. Then we can play it. We can bring back the Broken Memories that we already consumed, or we could bring back Shelter, which will give us armor. Let's bring back armor. Then we will also infuse and infuse. End turn. There's a lot of crystals in the background here, and they're all dead, I guess, really because of the sweep. But what about applying Consume to cards in hand? And then what about buffing, applying Reap, and then Shelter, Infuse, Consume, and then apply a whole bunch of armor? What happens? This guy's taking 42 damage. It's not that much from the Reap, but you know, it's some damage. It helps. He's dead at least. That's a weird attack. He like raises the rock and stuff comes out of the rock. All right, I'll take it. Echo Transfer. Infuse, extract to apply plus 15 attack? Yes. It's an interesting card. It's actually a really good card to have Spell Chain on, but if we have 2 charged echoes, we pay 2, gain 1 back, and apply 15 attack to a unit for 0 cost. That seems really good. Consume, deal 13 damage to a unit and move it to the back. Attuned, extract 2 charged echoes, deal 50 damage. Now, Echo Transfer seems interesting, let's take it. Out of these, we could take a Sting for free infusion. I think we'll take it, because free infusion is good. Steel Singer, it's another rare card. Summon, gain 80 max health, rejuvenate +1 attack permanently. That seems killer. That seems really good. Expensive, but good. Inspire, +2 attack and armor 2, or Kinhost Vessel, shell 8, hatch summon pupa, which is a 30 attack, 10 health, armor 20, multi-strike 1, strike, apply reaped enemy units, unit. And we can break 3 shell immediately when we play it. Also, let's pay attention to unit essences. If we want, we can merge these units into other units. For instance, Steel Singer, we can put him into another unit to gain +20, +40, and +1 capacity. Shard Soul Carver, +15 health, +1 capacity, inspire, +2 attack and armor 2, or armor 10 and strike, apply reap 1 to enemy units if we merge this into something else. I think that the Steel Singer is definitely kind of cool because he's like real big. A 20/40, gain +1 attack permanently. It's kind of like the what is the name of the unit that gains attack permanently when he gorges? I forget the name of it. It's kind of like that unit from the Penumbra Umbra clan. Could be kind of cool. But I also think that the shell could be interesting. The problem with that, though, is that with Reap, you want your shard... Because what shell means is that charged echoes are used to unlock the shells, but we actually don't want that to happen. We want the charged echoes to be around for reaping, but this still could be kind of cool to get like a really cool high damage unit out there. But also, this guy is just like, he's good and high damage on his own. Gain 80 max health. Let's take him. He's cool. I know we're not taking yet another egg, but whatever. Divine Boons, 100 gold for 10 negative points. I don't really want 100 gold. What I do want is like another unit. An Awoken unit could be pretty good. Something that like applies a heal would be nice. We could also duplicate a card. If you duplicate a card that has the packed shards attached to it, the packed shards will also be doubled. So what is our upgrade? Where's our upgrade? Where's my card? Oh, there it is, Broken Memories. Because we put Twin Stone on this, if we duplicated this card, we would also gain like plus 15 packed shards, because that's what we paid into this card. So you can't get around, you know, making super powerful decks doing that. What would we like to duplicate? I mean, a Glare Minder could be nice. Steel Singer isn't even upgraded, so probably not. Sting would be nice. Or we could go get a free artifact. No heal. I think we just want a unit. Sweep, Slay, plus 3 attack. Summon, Rejuvenate, gain spikes 2. Or, if we merge units, the Thorned Hollow will merge into another unit and gain plus 15, and plus 1 capacity and spikes 10. Spikes 10 by default is kind of nice, but the Shattered Shell would be plus 3, plus 10, and Slay plus 3 attack. I actually kind of like the idea of merging this into our Sweeper unit, because if we do that, then he'll have Sweep, and then on Slay he'll gain Strength. That could be kind of fun. And then are we going to duplicate something? We could just duplicate Glare Minder as like a sweep, like a big heavy sweep unit. We could also duplicate Sting. Shelter, probably not. We could duplicate Broken Memories, but we don't have many consume cards, not as many that we would need. Echo Transfer is good if we can actually get the infusion up. But I would like to upgrade this with like Holdover or something before I upgrade it. So maybe I'll just duplicate like our best unit, because you can never go wrong just having like a super good unit. Helping Hand. Purge a spell or purge a unit. We could purge Glareminder and get him back later. Okay, you know, I just duplicated him. Let's get rid of our best unit. And we'll see what happens. If you dupe Glareminder, do it after the infusion. Well, we didn't have the opportunity to, because I didn't want the money, and that's not infusion opportunities anyways. So the threat level has gone down because we're later in the run, but we still have a threat. For all we know, Daedalus here is going to be... Well, can Daedalus get stronger? Maybe he can't get... No, he is. Shard enhanced. He has gained in strength. That's kind of scary. Oh my god, look at these units. They're so big. 7 times 2 with 5 health. They get kind of strong, don't they? Don't they? Spine Chief or Glareminder. So now here's the question. Where do we place our units? You know, do we place the 60 health unit at the bottom? I think we should. Because he'll kill everything in one go. We can heal him with stuff later. In fact, what if I just put you down just to like block some shots? Well, I kind of would like to get the Reap going. This will block 14 damage, I'll do it. And then I will give you Infusion. They would have died anyways even without the sweep, but that's still fine. Oh, I forgot about the explosion damage too. So this guy gains attack permanently when you heal him. I could play him, it'll take my entire turn. Can't quite get this out. Can I? Infused Extract. Will it work? It totally works! It actually applies the infusion first. That's really cool! Because now he has plus 15 attack, that's dope. Steel Singer, gain plus 1 attack permanently. It's not that much attack. I might just rather, you know, Restoration Detonation and put down a Train Steward to tank 14 damage. Consume, apply... I should have played this first, obviously. Then we can play Train Steward. Then we can apply more Reap to the boss. I will admit, for fights that are major boss fights like this, applying the Reap to stack the damage would actually be quite nice. You know what I just remembered though? We are fighting a boss that purges debuff stacks like Reap, but that's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. Hopefully, anyways. We can probably play a Train Steward, but first let's play Broken Memories. And then Broken Memories. And then play Sting. Could play the Sting here, but save 10 damage. Put a Train Steward down, save the damage. We'll Sting. We'll keep buffing the damage of our unit. We're not applying Reap on the boss at all, and we're not using our champion that effectively, but whatever. We'll deal with that later. We have a big Train Steward. We should probably put him down, to be honest. Wait, no, we should have applied... Right, should have applied... infused to cards in hand. That was dumb. We can Broken Memory Spell Chain again if we want. Why not? Like, it's actually a really good combo. A heal could be okay, or we could apply armor and consume. We have 7 charged echoes on the floor, and the boss is taking 70 damage from our stacking Reap. It's not that bad of damage, but it doesn't. I don't feel like it scales all that well, but maybe it'll be okay. Hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, apply infuse to cards in hand. Spell chain. Bring back, apply infuse to cards in hand. Bring back the card that we just consumed. Then heal. Then apply more armor. We're actually getting, you know, very armored up, which is kind of nice. We didn't play our big unit at all. The boss is dead, unfortunately, because this guy isn't going to be able to get healed. Oh, he's very good looking, though. Look at him. Should have played this first, obviously, but whatever. He's dead. We're okay. We won. Just from raw damage, really, because the Reap damage would only apply once at the end of the combat, so it's not all that good. On that fight anyways. Channel Song. I like Channel Song. Cycle of Life infused. 10 health, spikes 3. Kind of expensive. I think I'd rather go with Channel Song because it could hit that big unit. And if it hits that big unit, that would be amazing. Resolve. Apply spikes to friendly units. That's an interesting ability. But yeah, Channel Song is what we want here. First of Kin. Etch plus 5 attack. Another expensive unit, but pretty good. We could get another Kinhost Vessel for a summon Kinhost Pupa. Multi-strike, strike, apply reap to enemy units, 30 attack, 10 health, could be interesting. Infuse, sweep, slay, plus 3 attack, that's another unit that we already have seen. The first of kin is expensive and big. Etch. When you consume a card on his floor, he gets stronger, which is very interesting. But I think I'm gonna go with the egg this time. Let's get at least one egg. Now, do we want energy, draw, or capacity? I don't know. We probably want energy and draw. Energy would allow us to play more root seeds and to get more value out of like consuming the cards over and over again, but draw means we can get to those cards faster, and then consuming cards wouldn't be as painful. Let's go with draw first. We'll probably go with energy next, though. Also, hello, welcome, Lonely's Troll. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Gain an artifact and 15 pact shards. If we want to do like the alternative final boss, we need to get 100 of these by the end. We can check and see what we're gonna get later. Divine Temple, so we can merge units. Another Divine Temple, another Divine Temple, another Divine Temple. So we can easily upgrade spells and units as we progress. Do we want an artifact for 15? Probably not. I wouldn't mind upgrading units though. And purging cards. So let's go for the purge. Train stewards can definitely go. We have a lot of units right now. Then, let's take a look at the merchant. It's another large stone. Kinhost Carapace. This is an interesting one. When played, gain 10 attack, 10 health, and 1 capacity per charged echo on the floor. And then, if we merge this into another unit, then it's just a +10/+10 bonus. Kinhost Carapace could be kind of nice. If we can stack up like 7 charged echoes on a floor, we can make this an 80/80 unit. Or we could take another egg. The problem is the eggs would take a long time to hatch, and they're not really that good on their own because, 30-10 multi-strike 1 isn't like super amazing. I might go for the Kinhost Carapace and see if we can make that work. We could make him large, but that'll just make him harder to play. But then he'll have, more stats immediately. We could make a Glare Minder a 35-100. We could also upgrade the Kinhost. But I don't think... Oh, wait. Apply the egg unit's upgrades and stat changes to the summoned unit. So this would affect the Kinhost Pupa. Oh, you know what? That egg that was like summoned to bogflies, if you buff the egg, you'll buff the bogflies. Oh, that's so cool. So if we wanted, we could make this guy like really high damage multi-strike when he gets, summoned. 25 health, plus 10 health, and spikes 3. I think we should go for that. 2 large stone Kinhost Pupas on 1 floor with multi-strike. We can upgrade this even further in the future. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Look at me. I'm thinking about the options as they come up, Let's reroll. Endless. Endless egg could have been fun. But, do I want like quick or something on these multi-strikers? That'd be kind of cool. Plus 30. I wouldn't mind having more attack on the Kinhost Vessel. Let's just give him plus 10 attack. That's good enough. And then plus 5, plus 10, we could put it on like a Glare Minder. I don't think that's that important. Let's just leave. And upgrade our champion. I completely forgot about this. Inspire, apply Reap, strike, gain 1 charged echoes. There you go. That's the combo we're looking for. Because now what you could do is when you gain charged echoes, it'll apply Reap to enemy units, and you're gaining charged echoes literally every turn. And this guy can hatch the eggs. That's a brilliant plan. That's our plan. Our champion is gonna hatch those freaking eggs. Spell shield 2? Absolutely, let's do it. Resolve, you are slaying self-mutilation. Doesn't seem that bad. It's happening, Abe is thinking in real time. In real time, time. Okay. Also, Dragonbreaker, welcome, how's it going? You didn't see Monster Train coming, but with the DLC coming out, I want to play more of this wonderful game. So, we want the eggs to be on the floor with the Spine Chief. I want the Glareminder to sweep on the bottom if at all possible. So Glareminder is going to be down here. Then we are going to play the Spine Chief, probably here. We could play him at the top to give us more time to hatch the eggs, but these guys get stronger over time. I want to kill them quickly. We don't have the eggs right now. We'll get the eggs later. A tanky train steward for our sweeper could be nice. Then we infuse our sweeper. I applied Reap to my sweep unit. That was stupid. But we'll give him plus 15 attack. Now we're getting all the kills. Hell yeah. Why did I play it on my own unit? That's stupid. Okay. Then, what do we have? We have Steel Singer. I have nothing really else to play right now. Nothing that I want to play. I think I'm just going to play him. Maybe we'll heal him later or something. This guy has regen 10, and he's an 870 instead of a 235. These guys get pretty strong pretty quick. If we play Consume, we'll etch. So we'll play the Consume card down here. It'll do damage and apply Reap to enemy units. And it gives us a unit. There's 2 units available. It can draw either the Kinhost or the Shattered Shell. Either would be okay. Shattered Shell, 2330. That's acceptable. We can't really play him anywhere, but because I want to play the egg here, honestly. But the egg looks really freaking cool. Really big, tanky, multi-strike sweeper egg units. Like, why not, right? Remove shell and apply armor 30. He could be like a frontliner for our champion. Yo, that's like a cool, look at that visual effect, that's so nice. Kind of funny how Abe is talking for minutes while ignoring chat. Abe's got all of his attention on the YouTube boys. I have all my attention on the game because I'm excited. I'm excited to be playing this game again. It's a hell of a lot of fun. We need to infuse. We need to infuse on the floor with the eggs, but we can actually do that later. I wouldn't mind infusing on this floor to apply more Reap. So let's infuse. And then we can infuse. Oh, but we can't shelter. That's fine. He's taking 31 damage. He'll die next turn on the next floor. Look, he's dead. He's doing 11 damage to my egg. Who cares? My egg's gonna live forever. Who wants to egg forever? Consume, apply, infuse. Triggers when you gain echoes, and when you strike, you gain echoes. So you're gonna strike and gain 1 echo, and it'll hatch the egg. Okay. So apply infuse to cards in hand. Everything's dead down here. So let's spell chain. Well, no, because I don't want to kill you, but I do want to infuse. How do we want to do this? You know what? Let's buff the units that are gonna come out of the eggs. Hell yeah. And then we could shelter, or we could broken memory to infuse and consume. Doesn't matter where we do it. Bring back, we can bring back channel song. That's so good. Oh, we're not gonna strike anymore though. Who cares? Then we'll bring back broken memories. End turn. So we'll have a free channel song next turn. We should make this card cost nothing, because bringing it back every turn would be just like amazingly powerful. We could also heal. We need to buff. Can't play this. We can play this, then this, then this. Now they're gonna hatch, and we're gonna have 2 big boy egg units. We could heal channel song, bring back the Kinhost, who's a 30-30 and has 1 capacity. He'll shuffle though. I'm not worried about playing him right now. I want to play him when there's a little bit more capacity. In fact, we can only play him up here. You know what? Heal up. Let's get you healed up slightly. End turn. Oh, it doesn't summon 2 of them. Why did I think it summoned 2 of them? Look at this guy though. He looks like he's straight out of Hollow Knight. 74 times 250. That wasn't too bad. You are still alive, which is a little unfortunate, but apply infuse the cards in hand. This will be an interesting one. I'm gonna heal. Heal. You're just a big unit, huh? And then we're going to infuse, and then we're gonna play Kinhos Carapace, who's now a 90-90, and the capacity on the floor is way over capacity. This floor will just resolve itself. And you should probably be dead down here. I mean, let's be honest. If I'm not killing you down here, I made a mistake somewhere. Let's heal this guy, make him a little bit stronger. And then every time my hero attacks, we both gain echoes and reap on the enemies, which will like stack exponentially the amount of damage that we're doing to him. So it might even be like better than Frostbite now that we have both of those abilities on the champion. I don't know. Forgotten Trade, consume, gain 1 energy per charge echoes. Yes, okay, we're gonna take this and then we're gonna go for card draw, because with this, I think we can get like infinite cards played every turn. That seems brilliant. And then, infused consume, add 3 sting spells to your hand. This has been changed to cost 1, by the way. I still like it because we can upgrade it to be free. And this is our unit that we sacrificed earlier, who now has 5 attack and endless. Hold on to it, please. We don't need him back quite yet. And that is our Divine Temple. We probably want to upgrade units right now. And by units, I mean spells. So we'll get the money, heal doesn't matter. We can merge units, upgrade a spell to cost -2 cost. Interesting. I really wish we could apply this to like a 0 cost spell chain, but I guess there's not really reason to. Unless you could just make the card free, you know? But that's a very cheap upgrade there. Or we could upgrade with True Stone plus 10 magic power and piercing. So restore 20 health with piercing? How does that even work? I don't know. Plus 10 magic power would be great for attuned. I don't think we have anything that is attuned though, so we don't need to worry about that. But if we want to sacrifice a unit, let's think about this. Sweep Slay. We want to put the Slay trigger on, I think, Glare Minder because it's a sweeper. I think that's what we want. So if we sacrifice the Shattered Shell, we can put it onto the Glare Minder plus Shattered Shell. Gets a little stronger, but then whenever he gets a kill, it'll buff himself. We could also still put Quick on this unit later. So let's do that as our upgrade. Whee! There he goes. Oh, he got like a nice little visual effect too, I think. Hell yeah. And then we'll upgrade our spells, because we need to upgrade spells. Remove consume. I don't care about consuming cards. Why would I care? I just bring them back, because I have cards that returns consumed cards to my hand every turn. Plus 10 magic power. Putting this on Restoration Detonation would be okay, to get more heal out of it. We actually would like regen for that Rejuvenate unit, but it doesn't seem that important right now, does it? Upgrade a spell to cost -1. Probably Channel Song and Preserved Thorns, because if it's consumed, it's going to come back every turn and we'll get the value out of it every turn. So let's start with Preserved Thorns. We're going to do them both though. Plus magic power. I'll put this on a Restoration Detonation, just to give it more health gen, and then we'll reroll Permafrost. Apply infuse to cards in hand? No, because we're gonna play that every turn. We're gonna play this every turn. We're gonna play a lot of cards, like, every turn. As for Permafrost, I don't even think we need Permafrost on anything. Plus 20 magic power and consume. We could put that on like a Restoration Detonation, keep bringing it back literally every turn if we want. gives us a nice, consume target. But let's make the channel song free. We know that's going to be important. Plus 20 magic power and consume. A nice big heal would be a good upgrade. And then purge, let's purge a, well, let's not purge the train steward. Let's purge a, I don't know. A bad restoration detonation. And then we'll save our money. And we still have 55 packed shard points. Let's continue. Dun 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 dun. Threat level high. Non-boss units enter with spikes 4. That doesn't really worry me that much. Slay gain rage is kind of annoying. And also the multi-strike harpy is horrifying. Wait, whoa, this thing, no, it has, we're on Covenant rank 1. I was like, this guy is not that bad. Well, yeah, we're on Covenant rank 1. But I'm a little scared because these units can be quite strong, and they are quite strong, aren't they? So consume, gain 1 energy per shard. We want to play the card to consume it anyway, so we might as well do that. Question is, where do we play our units? Do we play our units at the bottom or up here? I think maybe we want the egg down here for the armor. We want this guy to get summoned too. Etch, apply reap 2. Consume, apply reap to enemy units, or inspire reap, strike, gain charged echoes. Yeah, so we want to do it like this. Then infuse. Let's start. Hold on. I want to infuse the kin host, I think, for the damage up. Nah, let's just buff you for the time being. Then apply reap to uninfuse, apply reap 2 to enemy units, taking 2 damage. You're taking 8 damage. Why are you taking 8 damage? Because I'm going to attack and apply more reap. So infusing you should kill you both. Then we can gain energy. Then we can play the kin host. Then we can play Glareminder. That's good enough. Wait, you're not dying now. Why are you not dying? I did something wrong. You're not even losing any health. Why are you not losing any health? Oh, because the egg is gonna suck up the charged echoes. Oh, I screwed that one up. He made it up. I'm a fool. But we can still well, I mean, he's already dead, but that was still like very dumb of me. Apply, can infuse the cards in hand. We want to play this. You know, if we play it here, we'll do damage and then apply reap, but since this unit's dying anyways, we don't need to apply reap. I'd actually like to play it here just to kill this guy. And then we can focus, somewhere else on this turn. Like on hatching this egg. So, infuse, consume. We have 3 stings. You know what? This saves us a lot of damage up here. Restoration, detonation, we don't really need. In fact, I think what we want to do is just buff the heck out of these eggs before they hatch real quick. Apply reap. Still taking no damage. Why are you taking no damage? You're not healing. Recover. Restore 20 health to friendly units after combat. Oh, you're gonna heal yourself with your ability. I forgot. You're a healer. And then if you infuse restoration detonation, you might as well play it. There we go. So now we have our egg hatched. He does a lot of damage, and now these units are dying pretty quickly. I feel like it would be better to have him in the back, but he's like a tank and a damage dealer. I want him in the back because he does so much damage, but I want this guy, our champion, in the back because he applies the reap and the infusion. It's kind of a good combination. Shelter. Channel song. There's our channel song, so let's get that out there. It did get the big unit that I wanted it to get out there, which is very important because now we can play him for free. Kinhost Carapace will play later. Why later? Because we want to play this after we've built up a lot of charge echoes on a floor. We could build up charge echoes here, honestly. How would we do that? Probably, return consume cards. We're gonna start consuming cards. Are we gonna consume Restoration Detonation? What's consumed? We wanna bring back Channel Song for the Kin Host. We wanna bring back Forgotten Trade. We wanna bring back a lot of cards, actually. I got an idea, though. Let's bring back Preserved Thorns. Let's bring back the energy card, and we can start getting like a lot of... Oh, we're not gonna sting on this turn. We're gonna play one sting. Maybe we'll bring back apply infuse to cards in hand. Get a lot more charged echoes out there on the field, and then what we'll do instead on this turn is maybe like Train Steward just to put out a tank for... Well, no, we'll just wait for Channel Song. Channel Song will get these guys. Let's heal you, and then sting, and then buff you, and then we're good. I want to play Kin Host at the top eventually, is kind of where I'm getting at there. So let's do that. Now we have 4 charged echoes up here. No Kin Host, though. This would be a good time to bring it out. Oh, dude, look at this. This is so good. All of these stings have infusion. We can stack up so many charged echoes. Look at this. Armor to friendly units? Hey, how about this? Buff, 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 buff. Buff, buff, buff. There's 20 armor to friendly units. It's not that much armor, but, you know, it's something. There's a Train Steward again. This is my Channel Song. I need my card that brings back... Oh, I didn't bring it back! I didn't bring back Broken Memories, so I can't bring back Consume cards. It's my only card that brings back Consume cards. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. But you know what we are gonna do? This is gonna be good. Sting. Sting. Infuse. I didn't bring back the armor card either. You know what? Let's just get the Kin Host out there. There, you're 70-70. That's pretty good. And then let's buff your damage and turn. You are shard enhanced. It looks like you went to 5 damage instead of 4 damage, but I think we're gonna kill you pretty quickly. It says Reap 2 taking 8 damage. He's gonna take a lot more than that. By the time we're done with you, you'll be dead. Let's heal you, because that bonus will last forever. Keep infusing, and Reap 8 does 56 damage, but that's gonna stack up. Now you're taking 144 damage. Now you're taking 220 damage at the end of the combat. Took 264 damage off of the Reap. That's not that bad. Faulty Loader. Apply Daze 3 and Melee Weakness 1 to enemy units on the bottom floor in the first wave of combat. This seems really good. Daze 3 to the bottom floor at the first wave? Yeah, that seems great. Absolutely collect that. Faulty Loader, hell yeah. Infuse, Extract, draw 3, apply Consume to drawn spells. Very interesting, very tempting. Return a spell card from the discard pile in your hand and apply Infuse -1 and Consume. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per Consume. I don't think we want any of these. Resolve, restore 5 health to friendly units. Yo, okay. We put this on the big guy, and then every turn he gains +1 attack permanently. Now, Restoring Retreat is also very tempting, because if we can like get all of our units on one floor, we can make an absurdly powerful floor with all of our units. But I love the idea of making our big unit, who's kind of not really doing all that much. I forgot his name. Where is he? Steel Singer. We can make him heal himself passively every turn, gaining +1 attack permanently, and he's already like a 27 120 at like maximum level. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I gotta admit, putting all of your units on one floor when you have like sweepers, reapers, etchers, That seems like a good idea. Seems like a very good idea. Hey, Playspool! Hello, welcome, and thank you for the resub for 18 months. Good lord. Certainly do appreciate it. You know you want to do it. I kind of want to do this edge prior. I want to merge my units together, and this is a good way of getting shard pact points. Sweep endless, plus 10 attack and costs 0. Sure. Plus 10 attack, costs 0. I don't know if I really want it that badly though. But you know, it does seem like a pretty okay unit. It being endless is pretty good. Then again, we have like capacity problems. Maybe endless isn't really what we care about, but well, you know, it's still a good unit. We can decide if we're gonna play it when we end up playing it. Remove cards, duplicate a card, or get an artifact. What would I want to duplicate? I would want to duplicate the consume spell chain card because I want more spell chain. So that's what we're gonna do. Before we even do anything, let's take a look at the Divine Temple. -2 costs on a spell. We have nothing that really has a massive cost requirement. Piercing, we still don't care about. Let's merge our units because I know that this is going to be something important. Edge Prior, please merge onto my Steel Singer. That's kind of cool. Then, let's go to the Concealed Cavern. Before we duplicate cards, you never know. Chance of gaining an artifact. I will use my Pyre health for this. At the start of each battle, add 2 charge echoes to each floor. That's insanely good. It gets the eggs out faster, it gets the reap damage out faster. I love it. And then we want to duplicate Broken Memories. Dupe plus 10 packed shards, it even tells you. So we'll go up to 90 packed shards, and then we'll start removing cards. I don't know if you get the refund on packed shards if you remove a card. I don't know if that works. I'm gonna tell you what I don't want though. I don't want the Train Steward anymore, but I also don't want Fracture. I think that this is not a card that we're gonna be playing. At least the other cards do buff our own units, which seems okay. I forget what it is, you know, the Awoken starter card, whatever it's called. Okay, Heavy Daze, Heavy Melee Weakness, 12 times 2, 10. Alabaster Guardian with 100 health? Why? Oh, because you were shard enhanced. Okay, I don't know what your damage is because I can't see it, but it's probably gonna suck. Starting with Charged Echoes is kind of nice. So where do we want to play our units? Endless? There's not enough capacity at the bottom for that. We could play the Spine Chief down here. I would like the Sweeper though to be at the bottom, I think. Well, let's say I would like our Sweeper with the Slay to be at the bottom. I think that would be better. Broken Memories unfortunately doesn't do anything. Let's get rid of Ultimate Penance. At least this is free, probably worth playing. That's probably worth playing just to get him out there. He can get a couple of kills. We'll play the Spine Chief up here, and then we will Root Seeds you. I mean, you're the Sweeper. We'll Root Seeds you. That gained Charged Echoes on the floor with our champion, which is nice, so that when we get our egg, we can play him. Channel Song. Hold on. Etch, Consume, Apply, Reap. Okay, we'll do that here. It got our 3 cost unit, which is brilliant, so you're gonna go up here. Kinhost Carapace can already almost come out on his own, and you're gonna heal every turn, gaining plus attack permanently, which is beautiful. Sting can go out as well. And then we can consume, and we have cards to consume and bring back. Channel Song. Oh, beautiful. Dude, this is like a really fun way of going about things, isn't it? I think we actually want floor capacity next combat so we can stack up units. We're having a bit of a capacity problem with all these big units. Because we made them big, you know, we upgraded them with the large stones. So Echo Transfer, make a unit stronger. Let's make the Sweep strong. Excuse me. Let's do that. It's free. Let's sting. Let's restore you and consume. Let's consume and spell chain. Doesn't matter where we, no, it does matter where we play this, because when we play Broken Memories, we actually do deal damage because it's consume. So we'll consume here to get the kill. Bring back Channel Song. Play it again. Doesn't matter where we play it. Bring back Broken Memories. Then we will, I don't know, apply armor. Consume a card. We don't mind consuming cards to get them out of the deck anyways. Okay. Everything looks good. Do we have our energy card yet? No, we do not have our energy card, unfortunately. Oh, what we do have is Bounding Echoes. This is gonna be good. Get rid of the penance. Add stings. Add infuse to all of our stings. I don't need you, Glareminder. Not on this turn anyways. Channel Song. Bring back a 30-63 Train Steward. You know what? Let's just get you out there immediately. You can tank, because why not? You're endless though, but like, you're still a 30-63 Train Steward. Sting, sting, sting. We have 8 charged echoes on this floor, which is okay. Bring back Channel Song, because we still want to bring units out. We'll bring back Broken Memories, which is infused, by the way. Or do we want to bring back Preserved Thorns so that we can add more stings? Nah, bring back Broken Memories. That'll be fine. Because next turn we should get the energy card, so we want all of the cards that we can play in our hand. Dun, 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 dun. Gain 1 per charged echo. We're gonna be playing a lot of charged echoes, let's just, say that. Channel Song. Free Kinhost Carapace with a 30-30. Okay, we want to play this on the top floor, I think. So let us reap, restore, Broken Memories. Well, let's play another card, like Echo Transfer. No, we want to play this at the end because it does cost 1 point. We'll play Root Seeds. I want to make sure I'm doing this in the right order is all. Then we'll infuse Spell Chain on... We don't need Channels. Well, you know what? Let's bring back Channel Song. We'll play the egg next turn. Then we'll gain 7 energy. Then we'll play Broken Memories again to bring back Broken Memories. Then we'll play... I guess we'll just play the Kinhost now. Who's now a 110-110, which is pretty good. And then, I don't know, what do we do with Echo Transfer? I don't know, we'll just make you stronger, I guess. I love the unit that's just gaining 1 attack every turn passively. Okay, Channel Song needs to be played. 2 units available. If it hits the egg... Dude, I just thought of an idea. We can Channel Song a unit indefinitely. What if we just don't play the egg and we just buff up the egg literally every turn, and then eventually we'll play it and it'll have like plus 100, plus 100. Dude, that seems like it's fantastic. So Broken Memories. Where do we play this? I don't know, play it here and try to kill some units. We'll bring back Channel Song. Broken Memories, we'll bring back Broken Memories. Broken Memories, we'll bring back Broken Memories. Broken Memories will bring back Forgotten Trade. Sting. Root Seeds. I should have probably spent energy on this, but now we're gaining like a lot of energy, a lot of card draw, and a lot of cards and Channel Song like every turn. So tool available. What are we gonna hit? We Glareminder. I don't really want Glareminder, but we got him. So then we will Sting, Sting, Sting. Broken Memories, Channel Song. Broken Memories, Broken Memories. Broken Memories, Broken Memories. Broken Memories. I should have consumed Forgotten Trait on this turn. But why don't we bring back Preserved Thorns? I really should have. I can bring it back next turn. There we go. And we have 11 energy plus 9 cards, and in theory, we could have that every single turn. I screwed it up slightly though, but. Also, we have the egg on this turn, which is not what I wanted because I wanted to Channel Song the egg. But like, look, in theory, you can just keep buffing the same card over and over again and then eventually play it whenever you want. Which is pretty good. But yeah, I did screw it up slightly, but we can kind of solve that right now. How? Dude, I think we're actually gonna kill the boss is what's gonna happen. Yeah, you're dead. Sure. But like in theory, you could keep buffing the egg, and then when you play the egg, it'll lose 3 armor, or 3 shell, gain 40 armor, and then be able to pop it very easily, and then when you pop the egg, it'll be really easy to get it out there. That's great. Apply 6 attack per charge echoes to a unit, and then clear charged echoes. And this also seems like a very interesting card in which we can buff attack very easily, but we can kind of do that anyways with the cards that we have. I don't think we need this. Resolve, apply spikes, don't need it. I don't think we need Wormkin etchings because we want to control the consume cards that we get, I think. So I think this is actually a past. Echoes of the Past is like a good card. You know, this could be plus, I mean, we were getting, what, 8 charged echoes? This could be plus 48 attack on a unit. Which is pretty good, but I don't want to add too much, you know? I don't want to add too much. And here we need floor capacity. Because by getting floor capacity, what this means is that I could also dump another card from my hand, like the 3-pip worm that we have, who does need to go at some point. He's got to go. He's gotta go. I also do need to upgrade units too. Kinhost has nothing. Glareminder needs something. Steel Singer needs stuff. So I think we're gonna go units. We'll take a look at our champion as well. Multi-strike is kind of nice with applying and gaining more shards, or inspire to gain more shards. Now we're gonna go multi-strike. He's a 95 health unit with multi-strike 25 times 2, and when we buff him with things that buff his attack, it gets applied multiplicatively. It's beautiful. Same things. Multi-strike? So like a sweeper reaper? Or what about 35 times 2 and he's gonna gain attack every turn permanently for the rest of the run? Seems pretty good to me. Or what about a Kinhost Carapace? If he's a 100 unit, now he's a 200 unit. Man, it's like all good. We could put him behind the Steel Singer and he can just function as a tank for the Kinhost Carapace. I feel like plus 10 attack is actually a little bit wasted on this guy. Let's reroll. Another large stone? We could fit him and him on the same floor. Is this good enough? It's probably good enough. I could also just make you large, but I don't know. Another large stone? I think we can actually make it work, so I'm not that concerned. Plus 10 and spikes. You know, spikes 3 on this guy. It's not that much damage. Let's not worry about it. Let's just pay to purge a card. I think I am gonna purge the Endless Glareminder. I think that's actually kind of worthless. I'd rather keep this one because it's sweep. We do need to gain 10 more pact shards between this floor and the next floor. Is there anything that we want to merge? We could just put the Train Steward in something else, and then, you know, that just gets rid of the Train Steward. Plus 5, plus 15. Put that in on like the Kinhost or something. Wait, did I purge the wrong unit? Did I even purge a unit? No, I was gonna purge a unit, I didn't. Oh, because I was gonna maybe put Glareminder in something. Can I put Glareminder in something? Etch, apply reap to enemy units plus 5 health. That doesn't seem that good. I'd rather probably upgrade a spell. Let's just purge a unit. Purge. Where's my endless boy? Get out of here. I don't need you. I didn't need you to begin with. I don't know why I took you. I guess I just wanted to do something with my money, didn't I? Restore all health when they move up a floor. I am probably gonna say no to this because if the Darkwing gets buffed, then they could have like 200 health. You know, I can't think about the calculation of 130 health. Can I kill them? Because they're possibly going to have a significant amount of health. But it could also be fun if we get our big heavy hitting units out there. Maybe we can, you know, get a 100 times 2 unit at the top floor and just wipe things. So we'll try it. And we have sweepers too. You have 260 health. Holy Lord, that's a lot of health. Luckily you are dazed, but oh my Lord. This is gonna be tricky. Let's start with the Glare Miner, because that has to happen. Train Steward. I don't know where I want to put you. It says minus 50. But you are going to take damage when you move up a floor, right? I don't know. Do we want to put the Spine Chief out? Yes. Spine... I think we got to put the eggs out too, unfortunately. The egg won't hatch, and this won't do enough damage to kill him. What are we gonna do about this? Consume cards could get 2 more kills, then we can do like an extra 75 damage. Still not enough to kill this guy though. Can we kill him? I don't know if we can kill him. We might want to try to focus on killing him like up here. Which we can probably do, I hope. So I know maybe there was a strategy for like buffing the eggs. I think I kind of just want the egg out there to try to hatch him quickly to do multi-strike damage, but he's not gonna hatch by next turn. Ooh, this is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. I'm gonna consume this. I wanna consume this. Multi-strike 1. It's not enough damage to kill this guy. This guy sucks. I'm looking at this and I'm like, how do I kill this guy? How many units do we have in the deck? Kinhost and a Glare Minder. And Steel Singer. I think I will put the Train Steward down. Why are you taking damage, by the way? Oh, they explode, that's right. Do they? 10 damage on death. Why do you heal? I don't know what's going on. Why? Oh, you do 5 damage, you do 10 damage on death because you're buffed. I get it, I get it. Dude, this Gilded Wing, he's gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm gonna hold off on the egg. We do have Broken Memory Spell Chain now. Can I kill this guy? Probably not. Maybe next turn. We do have a Kinhost. We could play the Kinhost and it would be... Well, we could buff it. We could buff it. I don't know if we can buff this guy to do 100 times 2 though. Maybe in a few turns, but I don't know if we have a few turns because this guy's 260 health. This guy's 230 health. They have way too much health. But we can also do more damage with consume cards. So maybe there's something we can do there. Oh, and if I play the Steel Singer, I don't have any energy to play anything else. So let's not worry about the Steel Singer, maybe. Oh man, this is broken. I screwed up. I screwed up. Do 30 damage, Spell Chain, Sting, Infuse. Take 50 damage, plus get 2 more charged echoes, plus more damage. This will give you plus 10, plus 10. Oh, it even tells you what you get out of it when you mouse over it. That's good. So you will do 45 times 2, that's 90. 90. I hate this. Hate this. How many units do we have in the deck right now? Apply infused to cards in hand. We have 2 units, one of which is the egg, because I didn't play the egg. If we bring back Channel Song, we might be able to hit Kinho's Carapace on the next turn, but we also might hit the egg. If we hit Kinho's Carapace, we can build up a massive amount of echoes on this floor and then hopefully get the kill. It's kind of what I want to do, but we would need to play Steel Singer, which means we couldn't bring back both Broken Memories on this turn. We'd have to wait for next turn, but we will still bring back 1 Broken Memories if we play it. Well, in all likelihood anyways. Not guaranteed though. This is a very interesting situation I've gotten myself into here, because we need to buff up 1 floor's unit like as much as possible, which is like not ideal because I've got myself into a bad situation, but we might still be able to make it work, kind of. Bring back Channel Song, maybe hit Kinho's Carapace next turn and play him on the top floor and do massive damage. Let's hope. Okay. Please hit the correct unit. It hit the egg! No! He's gonna do a lot of pyre damage. We got the egg though. We should probably play the egg to get him out. So let's play the egg. He's free, so we can play the egg. Oh, this is a little dangerous. Can't kill you, cannot kill you, can kill these guys. We'll sweep and gain a lot of damage out of it. Restoration Detonation. This'll kill it, dude. We got it. We got him. We got him. Okay, consume. We would like to consume and do 30 damage here. 5, 5, 5, you'll die, you'll do 14, you'll sweep and get all the kills. So I suppose it doesn't matter really where we played. Played here. Then, Kinho's Vessel. Well, now that we can't rely on Restoration Detonation to come back around. We can rely on it to come back around. We can just draw it again. So you know what? Restoration Detonation. Now you're dead. Let's then play our Spell Chain. Bring back Channel Song. Spell Chain to bring back our Spell Chain. Let's bring back the infused one. And then what do we want to do here? Infuse and apply Reap 2. He is taking 114 damage, which is pretty good, but I think we'd be better off with like a Root Seeds or something. Or maybe even just like a Consume, Infuse, Apply Armor. It gets another card out of the deck. Although maybe I'd rather draw cards next turn. Let's try to draw cards next turn. He's taking 144 damage, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. End turn. We're almost to a point where we're killing these units as they move up. Hey, this guy only has 130 health. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I didn't bring back the card I needed. But we at least have Channel Song again. Maybe we can get a kill with this if we bring back not the egg. It's the egg! You idiot! That's not what I wanted. I've screwed this up horribly. Okay, 78 damage. He's taking 40 from the Reap. That's not enough. Oh my god, I've screwed this up horribly. Why do I only have 1 broken memory this turn? Oh, there's my other broken memory. How the heck are we gonna do this? We gotta play this frickin' egg at some point, but I wanna save it for later because it is kinda cool. But I brought back the wrong card, but maybe we can still kill him with Infuse and Consume. I wanna bring back Restoration Detonation, Broken Memories, and Channel Song, and Forgotten Trade. So let's start with Channel Song. Then we'll bring back Broken Memories. Then we have another Broken Memories, which, hold on. Infuse, Extract 2. Reap 10 does 70 damage. This will do an extra 15. All I need is like 1 infusion. So root seeds will do it. Now you're dead. Hell yeah, son! You know what? Let's buff your damage. I think you need it. Hell yeah. Then Broken Memories one more time. Then we'll bring back Restoration Detonation. So now we can get the next kill on the next turn on the next enemy, and we know we're gonna get him. All right. Abe's doing the egg tactic involuntarily, kind of. Okay, I got the wrong unit, but you know what? We can still channel song. Also, Restoration Detonation needs to happen. 72 damage. You're dead. Beautiful. Let's not worry about you anymore. Okay. Sting. Channel song. We got the egg again. Dude, this, I'm telling you, this egg, it's the key to life and victory. Although I'm looking at the Kinhost Carapace too, and I'm like, yo, we could get a big Kinhost right now. No, we need this to get hit by Channel Song. Maybe we can say that the egg is like good enough right now. I kind of don't want to though. This is fun. Restoration Detonation, infuse, restore 20 health. We can't use this next turn, it's not gonna do anything. We could use it right now though. But we have other things to do. You're taking 60 damage, which does suck. I am thinking about just putting something in front of you to take the hits, but I also don't really love that idea. I mean, that'll heal you quite nicely. Yeah, you know what? Get healed. We'll kill that unit. Bring back a channel song. Play it again. Bring back the other broken memories. I need all of my cards to be like here in my hand on the same turn, but it's not working out the way I wanted it to. But hey, there's a channel song. You're not gonna kill my champion. It's another freaking egg! I just want Kinhost Carapace to get hit once so I can get him out quickly and easily and be happy. Well, at this point, it's like, do we want to play the Kinhost? We kind of want to play the Kinhost. You know what? There you go, now you're all dead. Freaking dead, dude. How many? You have 5 shell? That won't hurt you. Let's play this here. Okay, you're all still dead, good. Where do we want to infuse? We could infuse down here. Or 1, 2, 3. Is this enough for the Kinhost? You know what? Channel song might be. No. We're not gonna play the Kinhost. We're gonna keep channel songing. That's what we're gonna do. Root seeds, broken memories. Bring back broken memories. I need to bring back both broken memories in one turn, but I keep wanting to bring back channel song. I think that's the big problem. Revenge, shard enhanced. You're a big boy. Also, a 45 times 270 Kinhost Carapace. Look at that. Hell yeah. Okay, you need health. You also need stings. So sting. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Broken memory. The broken memory. Broken memory. The broken memory. Let's get these now, because we know we're gonna want them. Then sting, restore, buff you, and then buff you again, draw more cards, and turn. Kinhost Carapace, you're not gonna get played. You're never gonna get played until I can make you like a 200 unit. It's gonna happen. You're dead, by the way. Damn it, I really wanted to make this work. We're only taking 44 damage. But we're doing a lot of damage with our units. But it'd be like, bring back channel song for next turn. Bring back broken memories. Bring back the other broken memories. Broken memories to bring out like forgotten trade. Sting, heal. Then next turn we could channel song, broken memories, gain energy, and then yeah, like go from there. Whatever, we got him. I can't believe I killed all those enemies moving up every turn. That's not gonna work on Covenant 25 though. Oh, it's another Broken Memories, huh? Extract 3, draw 3, apply consume to drawn spells. I do want to consume more spells to get them out of the deck, like the root seeds and everything else. I think we can play this as just like a draw card. Infused consume, apply reap 13. That's a lot of reap, admittedly. Not good against the Seraph that we have though. Let's bring out Ambient Charge. Let's see if we can't draw a lot of cards with this card to get us through the deck even faster. And maybe if we do this, we don't need to keep bringing back the Forgotten Memories and whatnot. Spikes damage, healing spells cost less. There's another heal ability, which, you know what, could be kind of nice if we merge this guy into the Kinho's Carapace, and then we have 2 units that heal on the top floor, getting that unit like really strong, the Steel Singer. He's a 45-45 right now, which is not that bad. What are we gonna do? What are we going to like upgrade? You know, the Descend is nice, but it's fun to build these individual floors and to play around with them. I think I'm gonna ignore the Descend and go like heavy into the weird individual floor strategy because I want to play around with it. I want to see, you know, how it works, and it's been working pretty well so far. The real question though is if I'm going to like upgrade you know what, screw it, give me the Edge Prior. I wanna put him on another unit. So duplicate and spell enhancements or unit enhancements with a heal. The heal is not that useful. We could also remove cards that we're not using, which does seem pretty good. Like Shelter. Shelter I think is a card that could go. It costs 1, it's consume, it doesn't have anything on it. The armor isn't really that important because we do have heals in the deck. You know what? And then what are we gonna upgrade? We could upgrade spells to make them cost less, which makes them more easy to play and combo off of, I guess. How would that work? Root Seeds could be cheaper to make them more playable. All of our good spells are like really cheap though. But the heals need to be played, so making those cheaper would be nice. I'm gonna go spell enhancements. Plus 10 magic power, upgrade a spell to cost -2, or sacrifice a unit into another unit. I'm gonna put the Edge Prior into the Kinho's Carapace. I wanna make that top floor have all of the like cool units on it that heal each other and then get stronger over time. When 1 or more of your charged echoes are added, apply Reap 1 to a random enemy unit twice. That could be interesting. Advanced Prototype on the Train Steward could also be kind of good. Serrated Mandibles. Apply Reap 1 to a random enemy unit twice. We do apply a lot of infusions, so we can buy that. Gain 7 energy on turn 1. I don't know. 50% more champion health could be pretty good. Probably not super necessary though. Holdover. Well, we want all of our cards to consume is the problem. So if all of our cards consume, then eventually we're not going to be playing any of these. Ambient Charge holdover could be nice because then you actually could draw 3 cards for free every turn. And it doesn't matter if they're going to be consumed because we can bring them back all the time. Now, cheaper. Yes. Plus 20 magic power and consume. I mean, again, we don't really care about consuming cards, so yeah, sure. Now it does 60 damage, I think. Double stack. Even armor 4, I don't really want. Plus 20 magic power and consume. Why can't I consume the? Oh, it's already consumed. Restoration Detonation. That's why. Make a card cheaper. Yes, Restoration Detonation. Purge cards. Yes, get rid of Fracture. Get rid of a Shelter. And then we are also going to get rid of another Shelter, I think, because again, it's a card I'm not playing. Like, yeah, sure, like 20 armor, who cares? Hellvent, duplicated card. I could duplicate another broken memory. Dude, why not? Get as many of these in the deck as possible. It's so important, I think. Offer a random selection of artifacts. We already bought artifacts. We have 170 gold, though. Ah, never mind, can't afford anything. All right, let's get out of here. Unavailable. Unavailable. Can't purge. Let's do this, Seraph. Threat level high. 125 out of 100 pack shards. So you can go over 100. We have, slightly. Removes half of buff and debuff effect stacks. Reap 1. Oh, you know what? This synergized with adding 2 charged echoes at the beginning of combat, so some of the reap got applied to the boss there. Interesting. Okay, I mean, we kind of know what we want to do here, don't we? We want to consume cards, broken memories, bring them back over and over again. Do we want to Spine Chief at the bottom? I think we want the Sweeper to be at the bottom, actually. You did not get dazed, did you? Yeah, I think we want the Sweeper to be at the bottom so that he can get all the kills, and then we can just like keep healing him and buffing him or something. We could also put the unit that heals at the bottom, but he doesn't sweep. I think we should Spine Chief. Really? We could just put you down here. Strike, gain 1, inspire, apply reap 2 to enemy units. This will kind of act as a sweep. You know what? Sure, why not? It'll act as a sweep and kill all the units anyways. Then, sting. Does a lot of damage. Then, broken memories. Oh, we have you right here. I should have played you. I can still play you if I wanted to. I should play you. Why? Etch, apply, reap. Ah, screw it, I'll play you down here. We'll make like the biggest super floor of all time. And then broken memories, bring back broken memories. Don't play the egg. We're gonna build up a big egg floor later. Trust me on this egg, it'll work out. Okay, units dying, let's not have that happen. Restoration detonation. Steel Singer. Steel Singer can be free later, so let's not worry about it right now. I kind of hate this unit's dying. I may have screwed up a little bit by kind of messing up the floor a little bit, but hopefully it'll be okay. You're now living, which is beautiful. I think you're getting all the kills too. Then, consume spell chain. Restoration detonation is down here. I would like to get that back. Let's absolutely get that card back. Then let's sting you. Then you're dead. Then consume spell chain to bring back the sting? I don't see why not. I can just keep playing these to hurt Seraph, who has 6 lifesteal? Interesting. I guess that's your shard enhanced buff, is that you actually have a whole bunch of lifesteal now, which is very unfortunate for me. Let's buff you, because you might live longer. Draw more cards next turn. We did get Ember Drained, but we do have a card that gives us energy. We didn't get it, so the spell chain might be broken on this turn slightly. Although maybe we could draw the card that gives us the spell chain. You ever think about that, huh? Channel Song. Brought out a Train Steward. Might be worth playing. Let's apply infused to cards in hand. Then, draw 3. Apply consume. Stings are not what I was interested in. I was interested in gaining energy this turn, but whatever. Heal. The stings will actually kill this guy now, which is really nice for me. You're dead. And then, you know, why don't we just kill you? And then what if we just play more stings? I'm not even like playing, my units don't even have to attack anymore. I'm just killing the boss. Who's the boss? How many units do we have in this deck? Egg, Kinhost, Steel Singer. Okay, I've kind of messed up the floor capacity a little bit. Let's just dump the Train Steward so he doesn't clog up the consume, the Channel Song. We'll bring back Channel Song, because we want to buff units as much as possible. We'll bring back broken memories. We'll bring back... we'll bring back apply infuse to cards in hand. We'll bring back a broken memories. Now we'll have 2 next turn, which is better than, you know, not having 2. Now we have all the energy in the world. We can apply infuse to all of our cards. Oh, this is good. So we want apply infuse. Then we want a spell chain, but let's spell chain in a moment. Because first of all, let's make a big egg. And then let us gain energy. We'll sting. We will broken memories, broken memories, broken memories, channel song, broken memories, broken memories, broken memories, preserve thorns, broken memories, probably a forgotten trade so we can play our cards next turn. Then we can ambient charge, get more cards. Hey, there's one of our preserved thorns. Oh, because it was added to the top of your draw. So you can add cards to the top of your draw pile and then draw them immediately on the same turn. We have broken the game, boys. Look at this. We have actually broken the game. No, we didn't. We almost broke the game. Not quite. We have, however, killed all the enemies on this floor and applied 65 reap, which is pretty good, if you ask me. Let's bring back the card that gives us energy, and then this would be a good time to to play that unit that is like really, you know, let's get you out there. Why not? You can start healing yourself. Handful, yeah, who would have guessed that? Okay, we're gonna play Kinhost on this turn, I think, because it's gonna be funny. Where's my channel song? There's my channel song. So channel song. Egg. We'll build up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna build up the egg until it's as big as possible, but I really wanna get Kinhost on this turn because we totally can. This is gonna be cool. So, what we're gonna do is clear some hand space. I mean, we could kill this guy if we stack up enough reap. We should stack up reap down here, honestly. No, because I want to play the Kinhost. We'll play him next turn. No, we'll play him now. We'll play him now. We'll play him now. We'll play him now. Play him now. Okay. So if we're gonna play him now, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We need to broken memories to bring back a broken memories. We need to forgotten trade, broken memories to bring back the energy card. Then we want to draw. It applies consume to cards that already have consume on them. Then we want to gain more energy in a moment. Broken memories, channel song. Broken memories. Broken memories. Broken memories. Preserve thorns. Gain energy. Broken memories. Bring back forgotten trade. Is this good enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what? It's 135 times 2 carapace. He's a little stronger now. Also, broken memories. I should have played one of those broken memories, probably. We're gonna kill Seraph, like, pretty quickly. Come down here. How much damage are you taking from the Reap? Actually, not that much. Only 138. Well, you know what that means. Oh, this will be good. 0 available channel song. All right, well, let's dump it. Now you have 23 Reap. Okay, well, what if we preserve thorns? 27 Reap. Then what if, I kind of don't want to kill you though, because you'll get stronger, but also this is fun. Then gain energy, broken memories, bring back the gain energy card. Broken memories, bring back I don't know. Restoration Detonation? Draw cards. Oh, hey, look, Restoration Detonation and gain energy. So gain energy, Restoration Detonation. Are you living? You're living now. Broken Memories. Bring back a, we want Forgotten Trade next turn. We also want another Broken Memories next turn. Then we'll draw a card next turn. And you are taking 800 damage from the Reap. There's actually gonna be more crystal shards when we attack too, so you're gonna take even more damage. And then this Kinhost Vessel, I mean, ideally every turn we would draw it with Channel Song, but sometimes that doesn't happen, which is still fine. Anyways, you took 1,064 damage. 5-turn boss rush completed. And then, oh no! The Last Divinity, a giant man! Purify, after a debuff deals damage, remove that debuff. That includes Reap. Threat level high, the Last Divinity has different status effects on each floor and gains 7 attack when relentless. Different attacks each floor. So I think one floor is sweep, one floor is like something else. I don't know. He's real big. You can choose to attack his feet, his crotch, or his head. So up at the top, he has sweep. In the middle, he has multi-strike, and at the bottom, he has trample. That's what he does. Yo, getting a Preserved Thorns early is pretty good. So what do we want? We want probably a similar thing to what we had last time, because the Etch Reap bonus combined with multi-strike from the Spine Chief was pretty good. But what I would like is I would like to... Well, I was gonna say I would like to inspire or etch in order to gain echoes, but that doesn't happen. You don't gain echoes except on attack from the Spine Chief, so it doesn't really synergize with Kinhost Carapace at all. So how would we want to handle this? I mean, I think we would just want to do it... I think we want to do it like we did it before, honestly. I think we want Glare Minder and Spine Chief, and then we build up a Reap at the bottom, and we just try to kill the units at the bottom before they even move up. That's probably for the best. Preserved Thorns. These guys are getting stronger, but they're all dazed anyways. Broken Memories, Spell Chain, we purge cards, we apply more Reap. Then we end turn. Oh, I love, oh, you know what? I just realized something. They changed it. I think in the early access of this DLC, the Divine Purity Last Divinity actually attacked your Pyre. They changed it so he doesn't attack your Pyre anymore, which is important because that was really annoying when he did that. Okay, Kinhost Vessel, not yet. Channel Song, there's Channel Song. Can we apply our garbage to Channel Song? We cannot. We can apply, we can draw cards. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to purge cards first. Let's purge, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do we play first then? Preserved Thorns has Infusion, so we can play that and then Broken Memories. Let's start with Channel Song. We shouldn't have done that because it doesn't charge itself, you know, it doesn't play itself. That was silly. Let's play Preserved Thorns. If we have to discard a Sting, whatever. Play the Stings. Draw 3 cards. Drew a Sting. I guess that makes total sense. Extract to increase damage. Infuse, Consume. We do have the Broken Memory still, but we also want to play Forgotten Trade. So let's start with Root Seeds, because this pays for itself. Then we can Forgotten Trade. Then we can Broken Memories. Bring back Channel Song. Then we can Broken Memories to bring back Forgotten Trade. Then we can bring back each Broken Memory. I like that Broken Memory with the Spell Chain can bring back itself. That's a very useful thing to have. The Train Steward honestly can just go, so I'm just gonna dump it to die. The Egg and the Kinhost are units that I do want buffed. The question that I have though is that, do we want to buff 2 units with Channel Song, or do we only want to buff 1 unit? Like if we buff the Kinhost Carapace, that's probably worth more than buffing 1 Egg that's gonna Apply Reap 1 to enemy units on strike. I don't know, because like they both function, but we would prefer to just buff one unit instead of both units. I don't know, let's dump the kin host, that way we can, let's dump the vest, let's dump the egg. Let's dump the egg. Get out of here, egg boy. Who needs ya? We'll try to buff the Kinhost Carapace, which would be a little bit more interesting, I think. Okay, you're dying. You're not gonna die. Don't worry. Restoration Detonation. Channel Song. Apply Infuse to cards in hand. This is what we want. That's our first play. Now we have Infusion with everything. The Reap is going to reach ridiculous levels. Channel Song can go out. There's our free Steel Singer, so he goes out. This is Sweep. Sweep does not matter. I heal. Actually, when I play both my units, we heal every turn. You have underestimated such as eternity, blah, 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 blah. Gain energy. Well, let's Root Seeds because it pays for itself on gain energy. And then let's also heal. Then gain energy. We have plenty of energy. What cards do we want to draw on this turn? We can draw 3 cards. And we can choose the cards. So let's draw Channel Song to buff our unit. Let's draw... We're already drawing 8 cards. Let's make it more. Echo Transfer to gain attack on someone. Now let's get Preserved Thorns so we can draw more cards. And then we'll bring back, what's our third card? Apply Infuse to cards in hand could be kind of nice. Then, you know, yeah, okay, this works. We'll draw them. They're all consumed. Add stings. Add Infuse to the stings. Sting, sting, sting. 48 Reap. Channel Song. There's our Kin Host. 65 times 2. He's gonna keep getting buffed. Then we bring back all the broken memories. End turn. We did 1,400 damage on the bottom floor. The Reap did 1,400 damage in 20. You have... What? This is a boss. This is a boss that does 500... that has 555 health. What? Really? That's cool. That's cool that you fight bosses. That's awesome. By the way, have a well, I'd like to consume these stings at this point, but let's sting anyways. Did you laugh at me? Also, we drew this, which is unfortunate. This is not the turn, though, that I want to pop the Kin Host on. Not yet. Sting. What cards do we want to draw on this turn? I would like to draw... I wouldn't mind drawing the stings just to consume them. Oh, but only consume stings will appear in this draw pile. I get it now. Do we want to play Channel Song? No. Do we want to infuse cards in hand? Probably yes. Then, let's bring out a Restoration Detonation. Let's bring out a Echo Transfer just to do more damage. Sure. Then we'll draw them. Then we'll apply Infuse to cards in hand. Then we'll infuse. Then we'll infuse. I don't want to kill the boss though. I want to go hard next turn, not this turn. We're at least killing this front line boss anyways. Why don't we infuse up here then? Yeah, let's make Egg Boy get unleashed. End turn. Okay. We're probably getting pretty close to defeating this boss, so let's see if we can't unlock Egg Boy on this turn and see how powerful we can make him, okay? We got the cards for it too, which is nice. So, infuse. Just dump this, really. We're gonna bring back Channel Song. We're gonna bring back Apply Infuse to cards in hand. We're gonna bring back the card that gives us a lot of stings. We actually don't need the energy, which is real nice. Then, Root Seeds will pay for itself. No, it won't. But we don't need it. We don't need the energy. We're just gonna ambient charge to draw. We have Channel Song. We're gonna apply consumed. No, I almost misclicked. Don't misclick. We're gonna preserve Thorns to add stings. Then we're going to apply infuse the cards in hand. Sting, 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 sting. Then we're going to infuse one more time, and we'll bring back a broken memory, and then we're gonna play this guy, and he's a 235 times 2, 265. That seems pretty good for a unit, honestly. I think I'm okay with that. I got him. All right, that was pretty good. Another 5-turn boss rush. It's rainbows and sparkles and fireworks. Who lit the fireworks? We did all the challenges too, and we've unlocked a special stamp with the cards. There's like a little head behind the text of the picture. It's kind of hard to see. I guess you can see it really easily on your champion right there. Look at that little head. So we have 16 cards with heads on them now. Divine Mastery, and we've unlocked new cards. As we kind of increase our Covenant rank, we'll start unlocking new cards, and then we'll see what the cards are and then start playing around with them. Echo Snare, consume, apply Reap 2 to enemy units. That seems trash. One additional card in each draft pack will be infused. That seems fun, but not, like, good early, bad late. We got another level. Forced Contamination. Extract 3, apply melee weakness 3. So that'll triple the damage from one attack. That seems like it could be pretty good if you have like a big heavy hitter. I don't know if it's worth extraction, but if you're not reaping, if you're just, adding in charged echoes with infusions and you don't have anything to do with them, this could just be like a good one-off. Like, oh, hey, yeah, I got a whole lot of infusion. Let's just do, triple damage with an attack. Increase the maximum capacity for charged echoes by 1 on each floor. That seems like it's interesting. You can kind of stockpile more echoes. Bog Deep Cocoon, Shell 12, so it's another egg. On hatch, summon a Bog Wormling. 4 capacity, trample, etch +10/+10, so when you consume a card, he gets stronger, and he's a 90/60. That's cool. An accelerated incubation. On consume, remove 3 shell from eggs, so you can pop your eggs a little bit faster. Let's go. Ho! Dung dung ding, dung dung ding, dung dung ding. And now we have a lot more things to unlock because I've completed the logbook except for these 3 garbage cards that you never ever take on your run because they suck. I've completed the logbook, but now we have this Last Divinity logbook progression that needs to be done. We have to get is it a new card per class? I guess there's 1 new card per class. So we've unlocked and mastered the Awoken card. What was the Awoken card? I don't know. I mean, we can check. Awoken new card. What was the Awoken new card that we had on this run? I don't know. Mastery. Divine Mastered. I guess this will show us what it was. Oh, it's Steel Singer. Oh! It makes total sense because it's a unit that gains 80 max health. For some reason in my head, I thought this was a Wormkin card because it was new. But no, Steel Singer is an Awoken card. Yo, that's kind of nice. I could see this being very good with, rejuvenation decks as opposed to single target heals. +5 every turn of combat. You can stack up the... or +1 health per stack of healing per combat. You can stack a lot of damage on that guy. Okay. And we have to win with the Wormkin. We have to win Divine Victories with all Oh my god, 30 combinations and Divine Master all of the new cards. That's a lot of stuff on the docket, isn't it? But that was a fun run. I'm very happy with how that turned out. Broken Memories might be a little bit of a broken card, but then again, being able to spell chain and bring back consume cards is very interesting, especially combining that with Ambient Charge, being able to play the cards, or to draw specific cards on a turn, play them, they're consumed already, this card's on hold over, Broken Memories come back, they can bring back other Broken Memories with the card because they have spell chain on them, and then you can just play anything you want, any turn you want, and you can get some good value out of it. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. A bit of a long run, but coming back to Monster Train after so long, I kind of did need to... needed to take some time and read things and think about things. We'll get faster as we go, but it was still a lot of fun. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.